Hi everyone, this is Don. I'm going to be going over the wish list, the new wish list and the new features that come with it. Just going to be a quick overview, so after this please be sure to check out the other videos on how the wish list functions with inventory and also allows more editing for you and privacy for your users and a better user interface for all. Let's get started. First of all, just like before, you can go to the wish list component to view, search, create everything from this point. You'll see that now we have the wish list search right here, as well as the login to get to your wish list, and also create an account from all this one location. So this is from the wish list link to the main component. The main thing to see here that in the search for, you must have a last name. You do not need to have a state. But the important thing is that you have to have a last name to search for a list. And I'll go over some of the other features. You can also still search by the wish list ID if needed. That may be sent to you or phoned to you or anything like that. You can come on here and just search for it. The select a state is only for filtering, so it allows you to actually be able to select a state which will reduce the amount of returns. Like if I search for Smith, there'd probably be a lot of Smiths, but if I was looking for a Smith in the state of Oregon, that might reduce the amount of Smiths that were there. Now let's go to the functionality part of it. Just like before, the user can add to the wish list from the browse page as well as the product details page. The difference here is if you add to the wish list, it'll take you to the login to actually log in to and add to your wish list if you do have a wish list account or a user account already created. But if you don't have an account, you can go ahead and create the account at this time. Now this is another change that you notice now that the account is only a user account and not a shopper account. They do sync up together in the back end, but it is just a user account. So at this time I can enter in my name. I'm going to be called, let's see, Harry and Smith. And my username is going to be Harry Smith. My email address is harrysmith@email.com. And my password is whatever. And again, what I'm doing is I'm just creating a user account. Something that we've added to the user account creation is the thing which is commonly known as CAPTCHA. This allows the user, or requires the user, enter this into the code image. This is to alleviate and prevent bots, which are like robots, so to speak, that come to your website, fill out forms, and create extra form garbage on your site. So once I've done this and send registration, it'll take me to the Build Your Wish List form page. I now need to create the wish list that I'm going to be adding this wish list or this item to. First name is going to be Fred, and of course Smith. The state is going to be in Oregon, and birthday, if you notice, is optional. All these guys here with a little asterisk next to them are required to build the wish list, but birthday we left not required just for privacy purposes. The event is a requirement, so this is going to be for, let's see, it's a Halloween gift. Then you can, the event dates, maybe you're having a Halloween party, maybe on October 27th, 2010 is the Halloween party. Gender and relationship are not required. Now there's some other new items. You'll see that you have the ability to make this wish list public or private. Public means that anybody can come on and search for this wish list. Private means that the only way to get to this wish list is if you send an email to that person that has a link to this wish list. Now that email gets sent from this system, so you don't have to know how to do it. And I'll go over that just a bit. I'm going to go ahead and leave it public for now. Say continue. So what I just did is I created that wish list for Fred Smith, and you'll see as well that the product that I started the wish list link from was added to my wish list. At this time, I could choose to email this wish list to a friend or family. I could also choose, you know what, I'm going to buy this now for the wish list. Probably not. I can change how many I want. Say I want 2 of these guys, and as well as I can go back and continue shopping and add some more items to the wish list. I'm going to add Baffle Gab. Clicking on this, this is a new one, new feature. You'll see you'll get a pop-up that allows me to choose the wish list to add this item to. So if I had multiple wish lists, I'd have a drop-down with all the wish lists. This time, if I didn't want to add this to Fred Smith's wish list, I could create a new wish list to add this item to. I'm going to go ahead and leave it and add it to Fred Smith's wish list. And here we are with Baffle Gab and the tractor trailer. So if I was to add to the cart and to purchase this item, it would keep this still at I want, but it would add a I have to 1. So that way other users that come in to look at this wish list will be able to see that they've already received one of these from somebody. Somebody's buying it for them. So let's go ahead and view all wish lists. And you'll see now I just have one wish list. So this time I could create another wish list. Let's go ahead and go to the search wish lists. Here you'll see this is back to that search. Again, search by name, search by last name. I'm going to go ahead and search for a few of them. I'm going to search for Hayes. I know there's a few of them in here. These are all in Oregon. So I can go view Don Hayes' wish list. Now because this is not my wish list, I can't really do any editing to it or anything like that, but I can see what Don Hayes wants on his wish list. And wanted to show you this here. The add to cart items are now actually interacting with the inventory, and if you check inventory, so that's a new feature. So you can see that it is out of stock, but if I click it, it allows, it still does the same function as if you were to add in a cart and it was out of stock, which I can enter my email address. You'll see it's stored because I'm logged in. And I hit notify me, and then it will notify me. An email will be sent to me if inventory becomes available again on the website for this product automatically. So that's, again, something new. Now let's jump to another new feature with the wish list, and we'll call it a quit with this overview, is on the back end, you'll see that in components, there is a new component called wish lists. This is so that you can administrate and view all the wish lists from the back end and not just from the front end, but you can also make changes. For example, let's go ahead and see, here's the new Fred Smith one, and the author is Harry Smith. You can filter by state or by events and also by relationships. Not everybody uses relationships, so not necessarily going to be, you may not get everything that you want with that. But here you can also search by filter. For example, I could go for Smith. Hit enter. These are all the Smiths that are on the website. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at Fred Smith's wish list. What this is good for, could be useful for, is if somebody comes to the toy store and they go, hey, I got Fred Smith's, I printed out what they wanted on their wish list, and I'm picking up this one tractor. So I got this for Fred Smith. And so you could come back here and go, okay, you could edit it off the website and say save, and then what happens is this now has I have one. So if we go to the front end and we go to wish list again and go look at our wish list Fred Smith, you'll see that now, Fred Smith has one. As well as, it's kind of the same thing, but as if you went and added it to the cart and checked out, it would change this to 1. But now, if they bought it in your store, you now have the ability to change what they have from the back-end administration for that wish list without doing it all from the front end and checking out. You also have the ability to make changes. So one common thing is somebody may make it private, but then, so now other people aren't being able to find their wish list and they think there's something broken, but they didn't realize that they made it private. You could actually come in the back end here and change it to make it public, which it is right now, or make it private because maybe somebody complains that people can see their private information. Again, allows you to make these changes without having to be logged into their account on the front end. Go ahead and close. So that is a quick overview of the new wish list system and the updated wish list system with a bunch of new functionalities. Please check out the other videos and help topics and documents on the wish list so you get a better understanding of how you can use it within your store and help promote sales online and in store. And that's it. Thanks, and we'll talk to you soon.